The moment I saw the look in his eyes, I knew I had ruined everything. It wasn't anger or betrayal staring back at me. It was something much more painful, raw, honest heartbreak. The worst part was, he didn't yell or lash out. He just stared at me like I had torn a piece of his soul and crushed it without any thought. I never wanted to hurt him. Promise. But intentions don't matter when the damage is already done. It began with a quiet, creeping loneliness, the kind that slowly settles deep inside and silently empties you. Ethan and I had been together for 4 years. Our story started in college. He was studying computer science, always calm and precise, while I was chasing a degree in creative writing, driven by emotion and spontaneity. Our differences became our strength. His calm stability kept me grounded. My restless spirit inspired him. In those early days, our contrast gave life to something real, a perfect balance. But after graduation, life slowly pulled us apart. Ethan got a demanding job at a tech startup. His days were filled with long hours, 10, 12, sometimes even more. He would come home completely drained, barely speaking, his eyes fixed on his laptop or phone. I tried to be a supportive partner. I made thoughtful dinners, slipped encouraging notes into his briefcase, and planned relaxing weekend trips. But every gesture was met with a tired "not tonight," or "I'm too busy." Eventually my efforts faded, and in that growing silence, someone else found a way in. His name was Caleb. We met at a dinner party hosted by a mutual friend. He came as someone's plus one. We connected immediately, laughing over drinks and sharing stories about awkward blind dates. It felt natural, refreshing, like taking a deep breath after holding it for too long. The next day he followed me online. Not long after, a message appeared in my inbox. I should have ignored it, but I didn't. At first it was innocent, just clever, light conversations. But Caleb's words felt like a warm embrace, filling a space I hadn't even realized was empty. He asked about my day, remembered the small things, and sent playful good morning texts. Ethan hadn't done that in months. A few weeks later, I agreed to meet Caleb for coffee. I told myself it was just friendly, even dressed casually to prove it. But one coffee turned into 2. Then 3. Soon we were walking through the city together, glowing streetlights surrounding us. That evening walk ended with a kiss. And I didn't stop it. I crossed a line, and once I had, it became easier to keep crossing it. For 3 months I lived a double life. With Ethan I acted like the loyal partner, keeping up the illusion. With Caleb I felt alive, free, desired, full of energy. I convinced myself I deserved this feeling. I told myself Ethan was too busy with work to notice. I still believed I was a good person deep down. But guilt doesn't always feel like regret. Sometimes it comes as a nervous, constant anxiety. I became paranoid, checking my phone too often, deleting messages, covering my tracks. Ethan started noticing. One night he looked at me and asked, "Is there someone else?" My heart pounded, but I lied. I met his eyes and said, "No." He nodded quietly. I thought I'd gotten away with it. I was wrong. A few days later, I came home to an eerily quiet apartment. Ethan was gone. No note, no call, just silence. His dresser drawers were half empty. His belongings had disappeared. I tried calling him, but it went straight to voicemail. I texted him. No reply. I even went to his office, only to find out he had taken time off. Then the messages started arriving. Not from Ethan, but from everyone else. My brother, my friends, my coworkers, even an old classmate. Each one asked the same stunned question. What is this? Attached was a link to a cloud folder titled, Proof of Lena's Betrayal. My stomach turned as I opened it. Inside was a complete archive of my affair with Caleb. Texts, photos, even voice recordings. Every date, time, and place was recorded with cold accuracy. There was even a video of me leaving Caleb's home, smiling as I kissed him goodbye. Felt sick. Ethan had known. He had known for weeks, quietly gathering proof instead of confronting me. And now he had shared it with everyone in my life. The aftermath was harsh. My brother stopped answering my calls. My friends unfriended me on social media. My manager called me in, saying my personal scandal was affecting the company's image. I was placed on unpaid leave. Even longtime friends faded away without a single word. Caleb disappeared too, cutting off all contact and saying he couldn't deal with the drama. I was left alone, drowning in guilt and shame. I tried to reach Ethan, desperate to say I was sorry, to explain. He ignored every message, every call. One day I went to his new apartment, hoping for a chance to talk. He opened the door. His eyes were distant. He said, "You broke me. I wanted you to feel it too." Then he closed the door, leaving me standing there, completely empty. Rebuilding took months. Not just my reputation, but my sense of self. I began therapy, deleted all my social accounts, filled pages of notebooks with my thoughts, and read books on guilt, healing, and personal responsibility. I cried until there were no more tears left. I wanted to disappear. But I didn't. I stayed. I faced the consequences of my decisions. I had deeply hurt someone who had loved me with everything he had. No matter how lonely I had felt in our relationship, I had other choices. I could have spoken up. I could have walked away. But I chose the selfish path, the easier one. Ethan didn't expose me just to hurt me. He did it to show me the truth about what I had done. As painful as it was, maybe that was the only thing strong enough to wake me up. Do I forgive him? I don't know. Do I forgive myself?